there is, in the recent period particularly, an increasing shaping of education from the early ages towards passing examinations. That can be, taking tests can be of some use, both for the person who's taking the test, see what I know and where I am, what I've achieved, what I haven't, for instructors, what should be changed and improved in developing the course of instruction. But beyond that, they don't really tell you very much. I mean, I know for many, many years I've been on admissions committees for entry into an advanced graduate program, maybe one of the most advanced anywhere. And we, of course, pay some attention to test results, but really not too much. I mean, a person can do magnificently on every test and understand very little. I mean, all of us who've been through schools and colleges and universities are very familiar with this. You can be assigned, you can be in some, say, course that you have no interest in, and there's demand that you pass a test, and you can study hard for the test, and you can ace it, to use the idiom, and do fine. And a couple of weeks later, you forgot what the topic was. I'm sure we've all had that experience. I know I have. It can be a useful device if it contributes to the constructive purposes of education. If it's just a set of hurdles you have to cross, it can turn out to be not only meaningless, but it can divert you away from things you ought to be doing. Actually, I see this regularly when I talk to teachers. Just give you one experience from a couple of weeks ago, but there's plenty like it. I happened to be talking to a group which included many school teachers. One of them was a sixth grade teacher, teaches kids, I guess, 10 or 11 or 12, something like that. She came up to me afterwards, and I'd been talking about these things, and she told me that of an experience that she had just had in her class. After one of the classes, a little girl came up to her and said she was really interested in something that came up, and she asked how she could the teacher give her some ideas about how to look into it further. And the teacher was compelled to tell her, I'm sorry, but you can't do that. You have to study to pass this national exam that's coming. That's going to determine your future. The teacher didn't say it, but it's going to determine my future, like whether I'm rehired and so on. The system is geared to getting the children to pass hurdles, but not to learn and understand and explore. Now, that child would have been better off if she had been allowed to explore what she was interested in, and maybe not do so well in the test about things she wasn't interested in. And they'll come along when they fit into her interests and concerns. And so a test, I don't say that tests should be eliminated. They can be a useful educational tool, but ancillary, something that's just helping improve for ourselves, for instructors and others, what we're doing, and tell us where we ought to be moving. But they don't even, passing tests doesn't begin to compare with searching and inquiring and into pursuing topics that engage us and excite us. That's far more significant than passing tests. And in fact, if that's the kind of educational career that you're given the opportunity to pursue, you'll remember what you discovered. There's a famous physicist, world famous physicist, right here at MIT, who, like a lot of the senior faculty, was teaching freshman courses. He once said that in his freshman course, students will ask, what are we going to cover this semester? And his standard answer was, it doesn't matter what we cover. It matters what you discover. And that's right. Teaching ought to be inspiring students to discover on their own, to challenge if they don't agree, to look for alternatives if they think they're better ones, to work through the great achievements of the past and try to master them on their own because they're interested in them. If that's the way teaching is done, students will really gain from it and will not only remember what they studied, but will be able to use it as a basis for going on their own. And again, education is really aimed at just helping students get to the point where they can learn on their own, because that's what you're going to do for your life, not just absorb material given to you from the outside and repeat it.